An ambulance races through downtown Atlanta. It's carrying a contagious cargo, a patient suffering from the world's most frightening disease, flown out from a country in peril. Her name is Nancy Writebol. 2 months later, she's lived to tell the tale.
Well, when they put me on the airplane and I said goodbye to David, I wondered if I would see him again. I was very, very sick, and I don't know that the doctors even knew if I would survive the flight.
Nancy and her husband David had been in Liberia together as missionaries, working at an Ebola clinic, but then she got sick.
Every day I just seemed to get weaker and weaker. David said there were days when I would sit up and talk to him, and I would eat a little bit. I remember some of it, but I don't remember a lot of it.
And that journey home was a blur.
I remember the doctor or the nurse that took care of me, who put me on the airplane. He put his hands around my face and said, "Nancy, we're taking you home."
Nancy was one of just 6 people to receive the experimental drug ZMapp. Doctors aren't sure if it made the difference. Nancy has her own view.
You know, there was medicine, there was ZMapp, there was the supportive care, there was blood transfusion. All of those things God used to help save my life.
It was a happy ending for Nancy, but in Liberia the situation is desperate. Nancy witnessed the outbreak as it grew.
It was bad. From June 11th to July 22nd, we had 40 people in our isolation unit, and of those 40 people, we saw 1 survivor.
How can you have faith in God while that is happening?
Because we as believers know that if we live, that's great. We're here on earth to serve Him. If we die, we know that we're going to spend eternity with Christ.
Nancy and David say they might go back to Liberia. After surviving the virus, Nancy now has a degree of immunity, but the doctors don't know how much or for how long.